Hi Collective, welcome to our channel. I am Luna, and this is Tellin the Tarot. If you're new, if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for everything that you do to support this channel. May Spirit bless you times 10. To my subscribers, I love you guys. I pray for you each and every day. Let's tap in. Almighty and most merciful God, we thy servants approach with fear and trembling before thee. Grant us, Lord, power and strength of intellect to carry on this work for the honor and glory of thy holy name and to the comfort of our neighbor. And without design of hurt or detriment to any, we may proceed in our labors through Jesus Christ our Redeemer. Amen. I hope this video finds you all happy, healthy, and successfully navigating your spiritual path, Collective. This is a general reading, so not everything will resonate with everybody. I could say he, she, me, you, them. It doesn't matter what pronouns I use because the energy is fluid. So swap it around, replace the roles, swap the genders, however the energy fits for your story, but do not force it. This could be past, present, or future energy, yours, or anybody within your energetic sphere, known or unbeknownst to you. So take what resonates, again, leave the rest for someone else. If the shoe don't fit, Collective, it ain't your shoe. And if this reading isn't for you, then perhaps there's something else in my playlist that might better suit you at this time on your path. But if Spirit brought you here, then there's a chance that you will learn something. I hope that is true. All right. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, be our protection. Against the wickedness and snares of the devil, may God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all evil spirits who wander the earth for the ruin of souls. Okay, Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know today for their highest good? In this Gemini season, so there's a lot going on right now, right, Collective? Reach out. Wow. This is an oxymoron. What is this? Let go and reach out? So once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in your power to protect you. Somebody needs to let something go so that they can let something else in to their heart space. This is like a peacock feather I'm seeing here with this person's. There's like an ancestor or an angel holding a peacock feather over this person's heart. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support, however it's presented to you. Okay. So somebody may be closing themselves off, letting something go. Instead of accepting help. It's like their leaves are falling, something is dying, they're releasing something here. So that they can reach out to somebody. They have to let something go so that they can reach out to something or somebody for support, or they're letting something go and now they need to reach out to somebody for support. It's hard letting things go. Detaching is not easy, Collective, not easy. It requires great strength, internal fortitude, and it hurts. Sometimes we have to let things go that we really love or want to keep, even if it's a bad habit that we enjoy, but it's just not healthy for us. This seems like some type of a relationship, though, that's run its course. Somebody needs to accept some type of help. They need to reach out and ask for some type of help. Yeah, a cleansing. Oh no. Oh no. Is this where we're going with this? Okay, cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. Somebody may need to reach out for some type of spiritual cleanse here. It looks like they're letting go of this toxic energy, this dark shadow energy. But once you let this go, you need to replace it with something else, right? Somebody's evolving, they're changing, they're letting stuff go. Maybe things, toxic things that no longer serve purpose in their life. They need to heal their heart. They need some type of cleansing, perhaps. Therapy, counseling, energetic healing, whatever this is. Somebody just needs to reach out. Yeah, because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to cleanse themselves. Study in the reverse. Somebody wants to let something go. They want to release this toxic energy. They want to cleanse, but they're not exactly sure how. Study is in the reverse. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So somebody may need to reach out to learn something, to study. Maybe they need a mentor or a teacher. Maybe they need somebody who is skilled in cleansing, who has studied and knows. They just need to reach out. They need to let something go and reach out to be cleansed and purified. Somebody has the knowledge and the skills and the connection here to cleanse this toxic energy, to replace this, whatever this is, with love, with power, right? To patch their heart up with peacock feathers. Help them grow. This is sacral energy, so this is, and it's communication, very strong communication. Somebody needs to reach out so that something can grow, so that they're able, because once the leaves on the trees die and fall off the trees are bare, there's nothing left, right? For a season, until in the spring the buds grow again, and eventually into full-grown leaves. But imagine a mighty oak tree. And this mighty oak tree grows and grows and reaches for the sky, right? And it's huge and strong and ginormous. And now imagine next to it a little, I don't know, well, let's say a rose bush even. Because rose bushes are beautiful. Of all the flowers, roses are most beautiful, they say. I don't agree, but you know what I'm saying. People love roses. Roses are great. Roses are beautiful. So there's a rose bush and a mighty oak. Of course, the mighty oak starts off as what? An acorn? So now it's a small little sapling, let's say. And it's next to the rose bush. And the oak tree next to the rose bush, when it's just a sapling, doesn't look like very much of anything at all, does it? The rose bush is beautiful and blooming and has a fragrant smell, and everybody loves the roses. Nobody's paying attention to the sapling, to the oak tree that's growing beside it. So eventually the oak tree gets bigger and bigger, and now it's as tall, even taller than this rose bush. And this rose bush has been getting all of this attention. Now looks at the oak tree and doesn't like that this oak tree is outgrowing them. They're still the most beautiful bush in the garden, and yet they're looking at this oak tree and they're starting to get a little bit of envy in their heart. Now the oak tree is very fond of the rose bush. They've been growing side by side for so long, and they're friends, the oak tree thought. And what reason would the rose bush have to be jealous of a little tree when this tree doesn't bloom flowers? It's only leaves. It's an entirely different species. They're not even alike. They're different. And each spectacular in their own way. So why would a rose bush be jealous of an oak? And yet it was. And as the oak continued to grow, the rose bush became more bitter. And its petals started to fall, and its leaves started to wilt, and just wasn't growing the same anymore. It was starting to look a little haggard, right? This is the energy that it was putting out, and now it's returning. So it's no longer the most beautiful bush in the yard. Now it's looking a little spent, past its prime, as the oak tree continues to grow. And now the oak tree looks back at the rose bush. Still not entirely full grown yet. It's still just a small tree, but it's taller than the rose bush. And now it looks at the rose bush, and the rose bush is crying, and the rose bush is whining, talking about how, woe's me, I'm just a rose bush and I can't grow any taller, but you, mighty oak, will reach to the stars. And so it cries, and it pleads, and it bats its beautiful eyelashes, metaphorically speaking. It's a rose, it's beauty. Even though its beauty's fading, it's still a rose, and it's still quite lovely. And it still has its wiles. So now this oak tree, feeling bad for the rose bush, should he then decide not to grow? Not to reach for the stars? Not to reach his full potential because the rose bush is jealous, because the rose bush is sad, because the rose bush is not an oak tree? Should the oak not grow then? Should he release his leaves and then stay stuck? Never growing new ones, never getting taller, never getting strong, never reaching for those stars? If he does that, then the rose bush will continue to bloom beautifully. Their flowers will get bigger and bigger. Why? Because they're sucking off the energy of the oak. Because they got their way. And they'll do it again the next time another something that they perceive to be better or greater than them comes along. It's how they survive. And I'm not saying, I'm only using this as an example. I love rose bushes. Rose bushes are beautiful. So are trees. But understand what I'm saying. We have to release the old in order to grow the new. But so many energies would rather us just stay stuck, stay at their level. Don't grow any taller. Don't get any stronger. Why? Because then you're going to leave me behind, right? Once the oak tree gets so tall, it can't even communicate with the rose bush anymore because it's that far below them. It's still beautiful. It's still fragrant. Nothing has changed except the size of the oak tree, but that's a problem for the rose bush. Why? This is what causes the roses to wither and die. And the bottom of the deck, we have soul power, and there it is. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. It is your obligation to grow. It's your choice not to. But your soul is here to evolve. This is a school for your soul to accomplish that which it has come to accomplish, but has forgotten. It's our soul's job to remember, to fight our way back, so that when we reach the promised land, when we leave this shell of a avatar really behind, then we can get on with the business of living. But if our soul's not evolving, if we're not learning the lessons that we are here to learn this lifetime, trust and believe, you'll learn them eventually in some lifetime. And who the heck wants to keep coming back to learn the same lessons that we could? It's like repeating kindergarten in your 50s. Why? What's going on here, Holy Spirit? Oh, I don't know why I grabbed this deck. I didn't mean to grab this deck, but this is the deck we shall use. Study, learn, cleanse, let go of people, places, and things, habits, behaviors, thought patterns that no longer serve you. Reach out. If you need help, there are trustworthy people out there, but be very, very, very careful to whom you reach out. Make sure this person will not just be pouring gasoline onto the flame. Yeah, I cannot emphasize enough, because I know on TikTok and on Instagram and on all of these, YouTube, Facebook, probably all these social media sites. In fact, I get messages all the time from people saying, "Oh, I got a message about you, and or God came to me, or the angels came to me, and they said, oh, you can really use my help here. Let me give you a reading." Do you not know who I am, you dummies? Let me give you a reading. And do you know about this curse that's on your bloodline, or this or that? And I can clear it up for you. Bullshit. First of all, no practitioner worth their grain, or a grain, or their weight in salt is going to contact somebody and tell them something. That's red flag right there to let you know that's a fake and a fraud and a phony. Don't mess with that person. Understand the difference, collective, because there's so much fuckery out there right now. One of the reasons why I'm here, to balance out the scales. Understand that a mystic avails himself of a source which he knows, which he has studied, which he understands. He goes through the grades. No shortcuts. But a sorcerer seeks to misuse that which he does not understand. They're toxic, they're dark, they have no light. The mystic is the sovereign pontiff, the sorcerer, her profaner. Be very, very discerning, collective, who you give access to your energy, especially if it has to do with some type of spiritual cleanse or anything like that. Yeah. So somebody, yeah, they're letting something go. They're not doing things anymore that they're not drinking the poison. They're not doing things any longer that they know aren't good for them. The number 8 could be significant, and this is strength. Somebody is gaining the strength to let stuff go. That's bad for them. That's great. They're cleansing these energies. Yeah, replacing this toxic, dark, low vibrational energy with the Holy Spirit, the light of the Holy Spirit. What is this? It's like, this is reminding me of like microphones and cables all kind of. So the message may be getting their soul. Okay. So they're untangling their soul power. Look, half the chakra. So somebody's healing. They're forgiving themselves. This is very important. Forgiveness is a huge part of healing, right? We have to, if we hold on to any form of guilt or shame, pain or anger from our past, we can't move forward. We've all done stuff in our past that we regret. We've all made mistakes, and some worse than others, right? We've hurt people we didn't want to hurt. We've, again, done things we didn't want to do, but that's, again, a lesson, collective. As long as you don't sit there, as long as you're not stuck there, as long as you learned, every situation that's put into our life is there for a reason, right? The temptations are there for us to overcome them, but oftentimes we succumb. And if we do, we'll be tempted again and again until we have learned to overcome, to let go, to cleanse. This is when the miracles begin to happen. Angel of alchemy. You alchemize these energies. This is what we're here to do, to alchemize the energies from the root to the crown, right? To activate the fire serpent within us, our kundalini, to get our chakras firing on all cylinders so that we are able to create and expand our own magnetic field. It's like the core of the earth, right? It spins, so this creates the very little core of the earth, creates the magnetic field way out in space that protects the earth from radiation. We also have our own cores of our own earth, if our body is the earth and our chakras are the cores. And if they're not clear, if they're not balanced, then they're not operating efficiently. Your fields will be off, and things, radiation, meaning low vibrational energies and entities that are here to pull you off your path, right? The adversary. There has to be a dark for there to be a light. You have to have an opponent in a boxing ring to fight. And it is through the struggle. It is through the fight. You have to spar before you get in a ring with Mike Tyson, right? So gradually, we suffer, but we're never given more than we can bear, and it's for our own good, our own soul's power. We need to look at suffering differently in this world, because it's a beautiful thing. It's a catalyst. It's only when we sit there, when we don't learn the lesson, when we stay, is when we suffer. Look at this. The pink lotus fairy. Yeah. This is a time for spirit. So let go. Reach out. Study. Cleanse. Don't drink the poison. Don't do things that you know are bad for you. Plain and simple. It's really quite easy. Collective, the path is not that hard. Now, for those who have not chosen to go down the path of study, and still want to find a way to spirit so that they can activate their chakras, so that they can open up their soul power, so that they can reach their path, their purpose, and start seeing these miracles in their life, there is a fourth way. And you really don't have to do much. Violet angel, breaking dawn. So we have pink and we have violet out here. Pink and purple may be significant. Breaking dawn. So here's what we need to do. For those who have not, again, taken the mystical path of study. And it begins with simple hindsight, collective. So you want to be an observer of your own life. Just observe it. You're not seeking to change anything. You're not seeking to understand at first. You're just observing, paying attention. How do things make you feel? Paying attention just to your daily, everyday lives. What is done automatically? What do you have to think about? When you think about stuff, what are you thinking? When you're thinking about it, how does it make you feel? On and on and on. Just observing yourself like a third party. And over time, as you just stand there as a neutral observer of your own life, you're going to begin to see patterns emerge. Certain things that make you feel a certain way. Certain things that make you react a certain way, respond a certain way. People, places, and things. I mean, it could be something as simple as you be remembering something from the past, right? And all of a sudden it just ticks you off, right? Oh, that person that time did that thing to me, and right? That kind of shit just comes out of nowhere. Remember that time in the 10th grade when did boo boo boo? You know what I mean? Like, it just, these shit, it pops up. What are you going to do? Observe. Because maybe that thing that happened once upon a time that you think about every now and then that pisses you off, Then all of a sudden something happens now in this present. A song, a smell, something, it triggers you, and now all of a sudden you're back in that space and time, and you're reacting as if you're back in that space and time, but you're here. And one thing has nothing to do with the other than the fact that it triggered some type of fragmented memory, right? And now your day is ruined. Observe, pay attention. And the more that you're able to develop this hindsight, the more present you will be in the moment and understanding how everything is related. And then you begin to move different, collective. And from there, now you're developing foresight, right? As the patterns of the things that you've gone through in the past begin to emerge and you see them for what they are. And you're moving accordingly. Now you can reasonably judge the future based upon the present and the past. Foresight. Well, when I've done this in the past, this has happened, or when I've seen that person do this, that had happened, and blah, 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 so likely if this and that are done, then probably that or this will happen, right? Foresight. It's just so important to develop your mental faculties. This is the easiest way. And now again, we cannot stop ourselves from thinking negative thoughts. They pop into our heads at the most inopportune times. We judge. We're human, and these things happen. We can't, no matter how non-judgmental and loving we try to be, thoughts will pop in our heads, whether they be memories or just impressions, first impressions, or somebody's doing something, and you know what I mean? It's like, you're an idiot. Can you help it? I can't, and I try really hard. So, again, it's just about paying attention, not judging yourself. Even if you judge somebody else in that instant, again, releasing that judgment, replacing it with a blessing, and trying better the next time, right? That's all you can do. We are all learning, we are all growing, we are all studying on this university called Planet Earth. The signs are with you already, so you know what's happening. You know what you need to do. And for those of you that don't, again, I just gave you a little shortcut, although it is not a cheat. There are no well, I said shortcut, but really there are no shortcuts. It's just another way, another path. It is a shorter path. It is a less encumbered, because you don't have to do all the studying and practice and exercise and this and that. It's only a matter of observation. And again, that's not for everybody, but that's for those of you who just really don't have the time or inclination to study. Because this is not for everybody, and it shouldn't be. Not every soul is here with the same purpose, with the same power. And if you hold by anything in this world, collective, that's more than reason, truth, and justice, and if your will is uncertain, or you're vacillating, if you're not logical, if you're concerned, about the naked truth, if it embarrasses you or scares you or causes any type of these shadows to emerge, if you're hurt when you're found out to be wrong and you just rather be right than happy, then don't involve yourself in occult philosophy. I have been studying comparative religion and comparative philosophy and metaphysics for over 30 years, collective. It is not for everybody, but at the same time, don't claim it as a pack of dangerous lies. So somebody has changed very quickly here. And this happens, collective, when we let go of the dead leaves, when we reach out to the divine, or to our soul tribe, right? Like-minded individuals. When we cleanse our energy, when we study, when we break through the veil, when we don't drink the poison, when we don't do things that aren't good for us, this is when miracles happen. And it seems to those who are observing like you've changed overnight, but in fact you haven't changed at all. You've simply opened up. This is number 2, High Priestess energy. So you've opened up. A time for spirit, your spiritual gifts. Maybe you kept this hidden. Maybe you didn't lead with this. Maybe you tried to fit in. That didn't get you very far. It got you in this toxic energy in your heart space. Right? The energy just flowing through you and dripping out like in a sieve, a spaghetti drainer, right? All your energy just... Yeah. So you grew up. You wanted to grow. You wanted new experiences. You rejected something or somebody here that refused to grow up. Now somebody's in regret. They're afraid they made some type of mistake here. Oh boy. Somebody did something. They did not use their time well, collective. They were round the clock. Oh my God, playing with energies that they should not have played with. And we talked about this in the beginning, collective. A profaner. Oh. Now it's time for them to be brave. They're in regret. They used their time poorly. They drank the poison. They continued to do things that were not good for them. But you are rare and you are free. There aren't many like you. This person sees that now, and now they're in regret. They should have used their time wisely. They should have used their time to cleanse their energy, to study, to let go, even to reach out. But instead, they decided to attack you. You weren't afraid, and you have no need to fear here, collective. This is moon energy. Remember how protected and how powerful you are, collective. This person had no idea. They're in regret. They want to know, who in the world are you? They don't know who you are, that you're so powerful, rare, free, after everything that they did to you. Yeah. The soul power that you have, collective. I guess they forgot who you were. In fact, they wanted you to forget who you were by conditioning, by narcissistic triangulation. Right? The smear campaign. Conditioning others. But what they say and what they've said does not define you. If it ever did, you don't care. Yeah. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. You see the injustice in the world. The injustice within the very justice system that's supposed to be here to protect. Right? The authorities that are here to serve and protect, the law that is here to defend the weak. But the law anymore, there's no justice. It's who you are, who you know, and how much money you will pay. That's not gonna fly anymore. This is why, and I said this last year, a lot of exposure this year, collective, and I know, I've heard that there's celebrities being unmasked right now, politicians being unmasked. I'm not sure who they are. Of course, we have our dopey president, but I think Diddy is one of them, and I'm not sure who else, but it's happening. I don't watch the news and I don't pay attention, but in the energy, it's been showing up. We knew 2024 was all about this. Judgment. Transformation. Right? Things coming to light that were hidden for not only weeks, months, but years, decades even, collective. And not only on the world stage, but in our own personal lives. Ghost of the pumpkin patch. So while you're out here counting your blessing, they've been using their time, again, practicing sorcery, where they had no business and no authority. And now somebody needs a cleansing, and they don't know how to get rid of whatever it is that is attached to them. You've let them go. You're nowhere near them. They cannot. If the in the metaphor I was using, the analogy of the rose bush and the oak, I think that was in this video. You decided to let that oak tree grow. You weren't staying stuck for that rose bush. That rose bush was perfect in its own right. There may have been many other trees who would have just fallen for the okie doke, right? Drank the poison and stayed small for that rose bush, so that that rose bush can shine. And maybe you've done that in the past, but not anymore. I don't agree with that. That's not fair. Why should others have to stay small because people feel uncomfortable around them because of their own issues within their own selves, because they're not healed? No, this will not stand. Everybody has the right to be who they are, to shine their light, to grow and heal and be who they are meant to be in this life. There's enough for everybody. Somebody did something here to try to get you caught up with the law, or somebody that you love. Somebody's been cock blocking you. Never forget who you are, collective. Somebody wants to get to know the real you. Yeah, there's the spell work. Been returned to sender. I'm telling you, something awful is happening to whoever this is because they played with energies they didn't understand, and I want to keep talking about these people. But we are here to slay demons, so I will be obedient to the Most High. But I don't want to be in this energy, and I won't stay here long. I felt this before I even sat down. I was hoping it didn't come out. I stopped the video twice because of the messages that I was getting. I didn't want to talk. I'm tired of talking about these witches. They just keep coming around, you collective, in this energy. Probably just so that they have some sort of relevance, so that they feel some last taste of your energy. Ridiculous. What do we got here? Bad news. Yeah, they're getting bad news because what they're doing ain't working, and it's bouncing back. This is an impersonator who copies you and wants to be you. They bully you online, or they stalk you online through pages. Even if you try to block them, you can't block people online. It's fruitless to even try because they just come back with new profiles, new names, incognito. So it is what it is. There's somebody watching you, stalking you online, of course. There's a target on you. They tried to put a target on you. They think that they can get away with this, with justice. will never come for them, and it's here. It's here. Somebody's sleeping with the enemy, and now they're busted. Their plans failed. Again, backfire. This person may seem religious, but they made a deal with the devil. They're tripping and they're power hungry, and now they're facing some type of an emergency. They may have tried to get you illegally investigated, or someone that you love. Again, they did something corrupt here with the law. Some type of illegal investigation. And now they are probably under some type of legal investigation. But you're uninterested in this stalker who faked some type of report. Again, they may have been trying to get you caught up with the law. Somebody you love caught up with the law. Whatever they did here, they were lying and they were pulling strings. But you do have trustworthy friends here, collective, and these trustworthy friends are quite aware of these gang stalkers who teamed up to rob you. They know who they are. They've been demasked. Law enforcement may know too, collective. They teamed up to rob you, and now they're going down. Somebody may have said that you cheated. When you said you didn't, they didn't believe you. They misunderstood your energy. Now they're crying over you because they're haunted. They were holding some type of grudges, but you really cared for this person. Somebody may be getting their car repossessed, or their car broke down, or they're just maybe they don't even have a car. But see, I told you, they said you cheated. This has something to do with stocks or bonds or trusts, the stolen money. Yeah, this person has no facts. They just make shit up. They lie. They lie to try to, again, get you arrested or get someone you love to catch a case. This person now has the eyes of Johnny Law on them. They will, and they may have an STD. I don't know. But again, with no facts, they were able to do something with the law to you or somebody you love, and now it's coming back to bite them in the ass. They were throwing rocks and hiding hands. And they've been doing the most for the longest, collective, wearing this mask. But you're divinely protected. And they're mad because you stand in your power, and their tactics don't work on you. They have your money. They want your life. Yeah, some type of gift here. And somebody here did cheat. Them, not you. Yeah, there is a good law official involved here. Somebody in law enforcement who sees the truth here. And this person is doing a legal investigation. Wow. Yeah. They know that somebody's lying about the money that they took from you, and now that they are having money problems. This is a karmic. Possibly from your family, or wants to make it look like they are part of a loving family, but they're heartbroken. This person is clout hungry. They will say anything, do anything, and they were trying to cock block you, collective, and get you caught up in legal issues. This has been going on forever, but you have walked away from them and stepped into your power, into your authenticity, changed your frequency. You're connecting with your soul tribe. They tried to block it. This was in the reverse. They can't do it. This is a karmic feminine trying to block a divine masculine from coming towards a divine feminine. Can you make it up? For some type of partnership, because your light irritates their demons. They have bad habits, addictions, toxicities. All they care about is looks. This person wants your job, but it backfired. The energy has shifted, collective, and there may be an insurance policy or insurance fraud about an insurance policy or something like that. But yeah. Attacking your children or family. This is what they've been doing, trying to get you caught up with the law or them. It's all backfiring, collective. And anything that's gotten through or has affected your life in any way, again, was either a lesson or a blessing. Even if it seems difficult, even if you're struggling, remember, this is a catalyst for change. Miracles are taking place for you right now. These people that thought that they were the deliverers of your doom, in fact, brought you breakthrough. So thank them. These secrets, yeah, thank them. Nothing is a secret from the Most High God. This karmic friend coming against you thought they wouldn't be caught. Now they need help. They should reach out. This could be a water sign, or you're a water sign. They need to reach out to this water sign for help. Yeah. This happiness hater, they don't like your good news. Yeah. You were in somebody's will. Somebody that had power of attorney was laundering the money. And they're lying about it. This is larceny, collective. Bank fraud. They're trying to ignore it. Somebody's trying to control it. Something about the postal service. Maybe they stole your mail. Maybe something came to you about this will or this inheritance or whatever this is here, and somebody in the post office, or they came to your house and took your mail. I don't know. But there is a stranger with good intentions that is aware of this situation. This could be a law enforcement official, whatever it is. Yeah, again, cyberbullying, using this VPN so that they think that they can't be caught, that nothing can be tracked back to them. This cyberbullying, this bank fraud, whatever. They didn't think they would get caught. They thought they covered their tracks. They did not. Yeah, this hacker. This hacker. Justice prevails against this hacker. Too bad, so sad. Trying to cover up this property theft. Maybe going to a psychic reader, or you're a psychic reader, or whatever the case may be. You know about this, collective. Somebody told you. If this is you already know, and if you went to a psychic reader, then they already told you. Somebody out here trying to be a player didn't know you were a coach. Again, they tried to frame you, use their job to steal from you, lie to a judge. Hopefully this is a law official in the upright. Thought they'd get this jackpot, this unexpected money. Again, same shit, different day. It's been going on forever. They've been trying to dig up dirt on you, but they can't find anything because there's nothing to find. These are Luciferians. Shadow people. Low vibrational, demonic energies. Walking around. Like, I don't know what, it wasn't me. I don't know anything about this. I would never. Oh my gosh, do you really think if I did this that I would look like that, or I would live like this, or I would have wouldn't you think I would have dee-dee-dee-boobity-bop? Listen. The devil is the father of lies, and you're a liar. And a fraud. Can I make it up? Coming up against a boss bitch. A multifaceted, stable energy. Healthy. They're trying to copy this person. You're a fraud. You have a family member stuck in drama. Your family or their family, because they were stopped in their tracks. They're clout chasers. And now someone wants to talk. Someone wants to talk because they know now about these trolls, these gang stalkers, these cyberbullies, these liars and schemers in these group chats, these electronic transfers to bank accounts that weren't yours. Something about a house. They could have stole a house, they could have bought a house, transferred money, whatever the case may be. Has to do with property theft as well as bank fraud. This player has been talking shit. Or you're just focused on your bag. Somebody has love on the brain. Somebody's been fake flexing, acting fancy, showing off, misleading everyone. and it's all falling down. And remember, collective, when it does, they made the choice. So don't feel bad, and don't blame yourself. It's not your fault they did you like that. Stealing from work, abusing their power. You will get good news about this identity theft, business or property theft, by this person or people who are tripping on you, trying to put you in some type of love triangle. But you said, moving on, thank you, next. And that's what you did. You moved on, unbothered. Until next time, collective, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord cause his face to shine upon you. May the Lord lift up his countenance on you and give you peace, love, light, and infinite blessings.